Alright, Shalom, first foods, let's give all praise, honor, and glory.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahusha, Ba'ashem, Hakadosh.
Let's give double honors to the Father, the great millstone, that the say shall want to be elected to the word of our faith and charity. And yeah, we once again back out here, man. To prophesy, man. What else can we do but to prophesy, man? Matter of fact, we're gonna get 2 15, start at the top.
What you got? It's in Walker. Oh, that's it. I'm proposing.
Look at 6. You got it up. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So Yahweh Shai gave us the authority to decree these events that take place upon the planet Earth, man. You know, that's why the scripture says, behold, because it's going to get a point in time when you're going to actually see these things take place, man. You got it. Verse 2, in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Faithful and true, yes. These words are true. Matter of fact, somebody get Psalm 19, and verse 7, and somebody also get statement and verse 19. These are true sayings, man.
They're not reading the paper on the Quran. They're not reading the book of the dead. You know, they're not reading in the article. You know what I'm saying? In the fucking magazine. No, it's written in the Holy Bible. All right? And the true what? Testament of the Yahweh Shalom. That was written. You know?
He said, because Lord, He don't give us suggestions. You know, his advice actually.
Yeah.
That's why the people don't have to remember, because everything that's said is actually happens. Even the word no, the Lord say no, you're going to see it put out through a scenario, man. Let's not put out these words. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. Let's start at 10. Verse 10. For as the rain coming down, guess what? This is a doctrine that comes from on high. Guess what? Especially doesn't use the rain of this message. The rain will come.
That's just scripture manner. The rain from heaven. Yep. The Lord have, you know what I'm saying, gave us a blessed for the food. Yep. I'm saying, follow with the apostle. All that. You see that manner. Yep. You got it out.
And the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither. Isaiah 55 and 10. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, so if the rain coming down, so this rain is coming from on high. That's why the Yahweh said, my doctrine is not mine, but He is that sent me. Good call from above, man. That's why it says the word of the king, there's power, man. So this is not our word. That's why we just start off 2 15 chapter. I will put my words in thy mouth. Right. So when I said, as the rain comes high, you got it. And return it not thither. And return not thither. So anyway, the word's not coming back on. You know, that's why it tells you also when everything is summed up, when you read Revelation 7, 8 to 4 out of 5, He said it is done. So the Lord, everything the Lord says is going to happen, man. Right. You know? You got it, God.
But watereth the earth and makes it bring forth and bud.
So it's gonna water the earth, meaning what? It's gonna cause things to grow. It's gonna make things happen. Yeah, you're gonna speak it into existence. Right. So you keep saying family, now you seeing it. You keep saying concentration camps, now you seeing it. You know, lockdown. And we the MOTV, and you seeing it actually taking place. We making these things come to existence. I think it's worth something like that. So these guys you declare first and let you know if you have a basketball shot. Lord's not going to call it first.
Isaiah 42, verse 8. I am the Lord, that is my name. It's like, I am the Lord, Yahweh Shai, that is my name. In my glory will I not give to another.
And how the Lord glory through his judgments. It's not going to be given to them. See, when everything, when the smoke clear, it does settle. You ain't going to say Buddha did. You ain't say Sweet Jesus did. Allah, whoever you say. Why?
These are my praise to graven images.
Yep.
Behold, the former things will come to pass.
Behold, the former things will come to pass. Meaning what? The flood. That was actually declared before it actually took place. And the Lord put a name on it. He said, Yahweh Shai gonna do it. Yeah, it's started up the war. Put a name on it. He said, Yahweh Shai gonna do it. Every nation that took place on one earth, Yahweh Shai put a name on it. Even though you do everything else, there's certain things that stands out. The Lord lets you know it was him. Right. Especially certain downfall of America. Yahweh Shai is well known. It's him that's doing it, man. That's why he's not going to give his word to another. That's why these things are being declared before hell. So when they hell, what else conclusion can you come to, man?
That's why they want to say to build up to this certain problem.
That's it. That's it. You know? Continue, man.
Isaiah 42 and 9, behold, things will I declare before they spring forth. I tell you again.
Before they spring forth, before it grows into its perfection, you got to be told that. So when they have it, it's clear arguments of how my surrounds that. Go ready, Isaiah 55. Read that again.
It's the second entrance, chapter 9, verse 1.
That's it.
He answered me then and said, measure down the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the size past, which I have told you before.
Yeah, and so this is how we measure the times. Through the sands. I think that's in Daniel. It tells you that he read the books to measure the captivity. Something along that lines. So this is how you measure time. Scriptures, man. And that's what I tell you in the book of Thessalonians that there's a time of season where it's there. Jesus told me, man. Because these events are being made known to clear idols that this is the season where these things are going to take place. You got it? Okay, so you got something.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 4. And the Lord has sent unto you all his servants and prophets, rising early and sending them.
Rising early means diligently. We just not doing this in casual 3 times as we feel like doing. We adamant about this, man.
If we weren't adamant, we wouldn't be in a situation that we ain't breaking up. In the rain, but see, guess what? This our reasonable service, man. This our reasonable service, man. Like the brother say, man, this ain't shit, man.
That's the ordinances of the Lord.
That's it. That's it.
It's like the sun gotta come up.
That's it, bro.
Gotta do its thing. Sun, yeah, it gotta fall under the ordinances of God. That's why when it's time for the word of the Lord to take you forth.
I'll see. Yeah. It's like it all Hebrews 12 chapter. Hebrews 12 real quick.
Look at Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which do so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
And that's what we doing right now, man. We laying the way we feel, we laying all of that aside, man. See, and we endure, man. You know what I'm saying? For my stuff's sake. All right? Because, hey, what Yahweh Shai did for us, man, this ain't compared. We all know Romans 8 and 18, man.
We take it prepared
To the glory that should be revealed in us. Right? So what that means? That means what? The things that we going through, the small things, minute things that we going through right now, it can't be compared, man.
He brought us forward. He brought us out of darkness and brought us out of light.
Right, brother.
So you gotta put that to in perspective.
That's right.
You know?
And guess what? How did he do that? He didn't just do it like just by speaking. He had to show action, man. Right. Matter of fact, we're gonna keep reading this. Go ahead.
Hebrews 12, verse 2.
And that's beautiful that you said that. He brought us out of the darkness, man, to the light. But it was a ransom that he had to pay to be able to do that, man.
Everything got to take place.
Right.
Like, no, going to Christianity, they want to have it now, or it's a set time. No, everything has to take, set time.
Right, and it take its time. That's right.
That's it.
In its time.
Yeah, it's due time, right?
That's right. Go ahead, up.
Look at Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. Look at unto Yahweh Shai.
So why I brought this out is you're supposed to look into Yahweh Shai, man. Like I always say through the spirit, man. You know, when you going through your episode, going through your little thing. You know what I'm saying? Consider Yahweh Shai, man.
It's not the apostle turn up.
Turn up, man. So that means everything gonna turn up, man. Everything gonna turn up.
The last year was the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's it,
Jesus, right? Hasten the day of our coming of our Lord.
Right.
So guess what? And everybody named Mama know. Or let's put in the hood term. Everybody named Mammy know. Yahweh Shai coming back.
That's right, bro.
You know?
Because what? Matthew the 24th chapter is being fulfilled, man.
That's right.
This gospel is going throughout the four winds of the earth, right?
Bro.
And then the end shall come. That's why we're seeing everything come to a climax, man. Go ahead, up.
The book of Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher.
And this is what we're supposed to do. Look into Yahweh Shai, the author, meaning what he authored, what the fuck we gonna go through now, man? And the what?
And finisher.
That's what that brings on perfection.
Yep,
when you finish something.
Yep.
So Yahweh Shai is the perfection of what we're trying to reach.
Right.
So he's the author and the perfecter or the finisher, go ahead,
of our faith.
Of our faith, man. We showing our faith by our works. That's why I'm bringing this out, man.
That's what we're doing right now. Yahweh Shai said it was done.
Look at the word finish.
So when Yahweh Shai said it was done, that was it.
That's right. Perfection.
That was perfection. Because that's how the Lord had to bring us back to Yahweh, man.
Beautiful,
He
man.
said it was done, man. Whatever on there, bro. That's all we gotta do to endure it. You know what I'm saying? That's all we gotta do, man. That's why I'm praising here right now. That's why we gotta live for this. Because Yahweh Shai was the ultimate sacrifice, man. You know? You gotta know, bro.
No, God, like you said, he's the ultimate sacrifice, man. When John seen him what? He was like, behold, the Lamb on the Most High that was brought forth to take the sin out of the world. But how did he take the sin out of the world? Being the author and the finisher, man. Go ahead,
I got the blue letter for the word finisher. G 5051 teletext. And it goes to the first biblical usage, a perfecter. The second, one who has his own person.
It says a perfecter, man. You got it up.
Hey, this level perfection. Nothing here. Talking about the law is the ordinance. To solidify your salvation. Yeah, that's a level of perfection. You're able to fulfill the duty of the commandments. That's a level of perfection. You have a sacrifice. That's documented in the scripture. Then you have a level of perfection as it concerns understanding. You can have a perfect understanding of something. But then there's a perfection, a level of perfection will come with finishing, man. That's why one of the clauses in the contract is he that endure to the end. He shall be saved. He shall be saved. So that's a level of being perfect in the eyes of the Lord. That's why I said the author and the finisher, perfecter. Yahweh Shai perfected the walk that we have embarked on. Go ahead,
That's like.
Start from the top. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. Look at
Yeah, because it's gonna go, hey, man, how about smell shot? We about to go into a heavy scene in the throne. That's it. You think this just a game? You just come out and you just, you know, lawn chairs. No, this is a sense of urgency, man. That's it. How about smell shot about to move on America? You gotta remember the Lord been threatening Esau since Genesis the 4th chapter, man. So now we're in the time where the Lord about to act on it. That's right. That's why we out here, man. Right. And you just hear that siren keep going, you like, fuck. It's something for that. You keep hearing that siren. Yeah, go ahead, huh?
Look at Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2.
Somebody get 2 Ezra 15, chapter 16. You can pull out the
Look at Yahweh shall the author and finisher
Looking at Yahweh, the author and finisher. You good, huh?
of our faith, who on the joy that was set for him.
That's why we are, man. We ain't looking at this previous time right now. Yeah. We looking past this shit. Yeah. We world beyond. That's the world beyond. We looking for the joy that we need to get it up.
Hebrews 12, verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh shall the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him.
So we got the mind of a Mashiach. So in having mind of a Mashiach, we got to come out here, like the brother said, in season and out of season, because we're looking at the joy that is set before us. Meaning we're looking past our current situation right now, man. That's having the mind of a Mashiach, man.
Hey, that's 1 Peter 4:1. It said, we on 1 Peter 4:1. It say, what? It say, get it really quick. It say, it's speaking about having the same mind as Yahweh Shah.
Like
That's it.
First
Get it out real quick.
We got it.
This 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as a Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh.
Yeah, so a Mashiach has suffered for us in the flesh. That's why he was the that's why he is the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
When we read the book of Hebrews, the 10th chapter, it tells us what? He had a body that was made for sacrifice, man. Yeah, that's why he was written in the volume of the book, man. Yeah, everything that the book said about Yahweh Shai, he fulfilled that. That's right. That's why he perfected.
That's right.
See? That's why we out here, man, because we trying to reach perfection.
That's the watch what it say now. Watch what it say now.
It say, arm yourselves likewise.
See, arm yourselves likewise, man. So that's having the mindset of a Mashiach, man. Go ahead,
you did it. You did it. Arm yourselves likewise. You saying it.
That's it.
So we gotta have that same ambition. We gotta have that same motive. We gotta have that same motivation. We gotta have that same strive.
If you want to be joint heirs, that's it, man. Hey, and it's speaking when the brother said want to be joint heirs. And if you want to be joint heirs, the scripture also tell you if you're gonna reap with the glory, hell, you gotta take upon the cross and reap the sufferings too. Hell, that's an unbalance, man. That's abomination to the Most High. How the hell you gonna reach good? Like what did Job tell his wife? You better say it. Well, that's a 2 Ezra 7. If you not past the danger. See, that's it. Right there. You got past the danger that's set before it.
They changed stuff to do that, though. They changed stuff to do that.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro.
It's a different because Christianity puts this motherfucking narrative that everything is good. Then when time comes and shit out of luck. No, the Lord has sent the prophet out here to warn your ass.
That's right.
Because it's not all good.
Yep.
Christianity put that narrative as it's good. No, sir. You got danger. So what happened without the storm? Nothing happened before the storm. When the storm coming in, everything's what? Good. You got peace. What happened before war? Everything after war be what? Peace. It's be good. Before war, it's all right, okay. You know what I'm saying? When the war comes, everything is peace. Oh, man. You gonna have to have that, man.
Romans 8:17, and if children and heirs of the Most High.
If children in Africa, guess what? When you read Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 1, it tells you, my son, All right. Now when you go into that word children, it goes back to what? Son. All right, bun. All right, sons. It's not really children, but it goes back into son, bun, right? So you being what? Made a son. How do you be made a son? What is Isaiah 48:10 tells you, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. That's how you being made a son. So that's why Ecclesiastes does. Chapter 2 and verse 1 tells us, my son, if, that's the key, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for salvation.
You want to be a part of
That's
it?
it, bro. It's about, you gonna have to suffer, bro.
It's about a little sacrifice. Shit. First of all, the Lord told you from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? When you're going to the pocket for a second heritage, on that Ecclesiastes 2 and 1, he said, what? If thou come to serve the Lord, what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
He told you off the muscle.
But see, the thing is, that's how you be made a son. All right, through the chastisement. You,
He loves who we chastise, man. Then that's a part of chastisement right here.
and that's why we got the Hebrew 12 chapter. Because this is us looking past the current situation. Having in mind,
It goes to endurance. Yeah, made hard.
that's it. You
want to
That's it.
Get your ass out there.
You know what I'm saying?
You hear me?
My son, spies not casting the
Yeah, so there you go again. It start off with what? That's the separation. My son. See? It didn't say, hey, you. Hey, him. It says, my son. See, so this is how you being made a son. That's it, huh? That's it. That's it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way to work out of school.
That's it. That's it. You said it
You
right.
can't even go child at the house. They can call motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord said what? For the rod, what? For the child. You want to tell his ass no. Scripture what? Discipline. What's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord loves and chastises you, man.
That's it, huh? About breaking the heart. That's it.
So you have to go through something in order to what? To receive
That's
something.
it. That's it.
You know?
That's it.
That's what
That goes
we're
back to
doing
what
right
brother
now.
brought out earlier. In the front. Right? You got to face the danger. See what I'm saying?
How can one receive the city
That's it.
unless he face not the danger that's set before? See what I'm saying?
That's it. You got to be tested first, man. Trial of your faith.
Well, that's Revelation the 3rd chapter.
Right.
Well, the Lord said that's the trial. Yeah, the Lord said the hour, speaking about the hour of temptation. That's to try the world, man. Oh, now think about 2/3 of our people right now. If the hour of temptation come upon them right now, they got to fall.
Yeah, they're going to fall.
But us, going through what we going through, God willing, we be made an example. Then what? We executed it. Lord made us prevail because why? We already tried. We already had the faith.
I see right now, like you said, like you saying right now, we're going through that trial period right now. See, that's why Isaiah 48:10 said, I have not chosen thee in the furnace of adversity. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it says, I have not tried thee as silver is tried. But I have chosen thee in the furnace, meaning what? I have not put you in an actual fiery furnace, but the fiery furnace that I have chosen for you is for you to be tried, for you to go through hell. That's why Hebrews the 12th chapter tell us, consider Yahweh Shai, because you're going to go through, but why are you being put to that? To be made a son, to be made draw free.
Because he will put more on it.
That's what I'm saying. The scripture also say this. He gonna try you, but he gonna try you to a level to where he ain't gonna put more on you to bear, and he gonna make a way out. He gonna make a way out.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, Verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yeah, that's it. So get it. Hey, the things that we go through, right? A person in the world will be like, well, God damn, you praising that God, you praising that, somebody, he's your incident, but you can, there you go, but you catching hell. Damn. And the guy, won't you and die? But he said, yeah, man, somebody get that.
Well, hold on. His response was driven by what? Well, that's why he said, should we not receive only the good? Yeah. He understood the testimony.
Joe knew what he had put his hand to.
Hey, look, that's what it's happened to us, though, bro.
That's right.
When our women fuck up against us,
But see,
we
that
got
let
cut
you
their ass
know.
with the motherfucking stuff.
Right, but see, then that let you know that what did King Solomon say? I have tried 1,000 among men.
I'm not saying not one on the ring.
Right, and he found one. Right.
Yeah, on the men. Yeah. Right, bro. So when our woman fuck up against us, we really got to cut their ass with the scripture. Cause I'm big true. When I be doing my thing, my woman said I be beating her with the scriptures because she knows, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause everything we go through always needs scripture. Because guess what? What I go by, what I live by, that's my life.
Stability of that kind.
So I don't give a damn. Yeah. Guess what? At the end of the day, I'm going according to what the scripture. So I'm gonna preach your way. You know what I'm saying? Cause I want you to get right. That's how we gotta live, bro.
That's your offense.
Yep, that's how we gotta live, man. Everything going according to the scriptures, man. Everything going according to the scriptures, bro.
Let me just explain. This is John 15 and 14. Ye are my friends. Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Woo!
Right. So what? We been made friends, man.
And can I say, friend, we know as a brother, right? That goes into an ally,
Right.
So you got to understand we're about to go into very dark times, and you're gonna either be on this side of the fence or on this side, right? Then you want to be a friend, an ally. Somebody get William Simon 7:14. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's Sirach 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Right. Woo. So that applies right before the Lord. You're gonna be proved before you become a friend of your how about you. You gotta be made. You gotta be trusted. Well, Scripture speaks about wisdom.
Yeah, that's See,
try you.
That's right.
Until she can trust you, man.
Yeah.
You don't let anybody in your house. I mean, are not we coming into the courts of Yahweh Shema Shah?
Yeah.
The house of David?
Yeah.
He let a nigga in and he got his Timberlands up. You said, man, somebody get this nigga out of here. Nigga, Timberland. You always late. You should be asleep. You hear a bag of chips open. No, man. You gotta be tried to see if you possess the etiquette. To the well with this is a royal court, man. See? Yeah, go ahead, read that. And you're gonna be tried.
Right.
Hey, because the reward is so great. Man, you can't even fathom. You can't comprehend. We can't wrap our mind around the things that how much outside prepare, man. You will never get sick again. Let's start with that. Because you can appreciate it now. You got the nasty coffee. I'm all in now. You tell the picture to me, you know what? Over here, you will never get that coffee again.
You gotta worry about no shit. You gotta never worry about that, man.
That's right. Yeah, go ahead,
This Sirach 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Yep.
Be not hasty to credit him.
Woo!
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Right. Yeah, because you have a motherfucker that's cool to come out when it's all good. You down with your house shot when everything working in your favor. But when Esau began to close in on you with them troops, they might ask you some shit. You're affiliated with the ministry of your house. You know, they got paperwork. You know, you're administrated with the house of David. Them always be like, oh, I was just out there with my cousin. Hey, but see, this is the process. Are you willing to walk away from family if need be? Are you willing to walk away from a job? Do you understand what's before you?
Right.
Hey, because Yahushua was pitching this like a business proposal when you really go into it. You don't prove that when you go to Matthew the 19th chapter. Remember when Peter said, what we gonna have? The Yahushua said, look, whoever gave up whatever you're gonna have, you're gonna sit on the throne, you're gonna get 100-fold. That's somebody's pitching this business to you. Like, yeah, get with this, then the benefits is gonna, yeah, man. That's why he said, look, become fishers of men. I'm gonna make you fishers of men. This labor right here will set you off on a quest to rule over the universe. The nigga don't even know what's past the next block. Real talk, in the real talk, you and your body and your weakness, you squinting your eyes. Right? So guess what? The Lord has promised us reign and jurisdiction throughout the universe. That's the St. John the 14th chapter. Yeah, go ahead, huh? That was it on one more.
It says, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach.
Yep.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
In thy affliction, yeah, because even when you go into Yahushua, it tells you how he was made poor.
Yeah.
And it goes bigger than him just being a carpenter, even though we know that was a lucrative business. Why? Because in his past life, he was Solomon, man. So he went from that realm with gold everywhere to, in the New Testament, it tells you how the Lord made the statement, Son of Man have nowhere to rest his head. So who's going to continue in his affliction? The scriptures say, Yahushua said that, continue in his temptation with him. Go ahead, come on, yeah.
This 2 Corinthians 8 and 9, for ye know the grace of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, that thou, though he was rich, yet by your sakes he became poor, that he through his poverty might be rich.
Right, through his poverty might be rich. And we're rich now through this word, first and foremost. That's in Romans the 11th chapter. But Yahushua set up on that mission. Boy, that's what we've been knocking on all night. 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. That path, that narrow path, Yahushua set up on that path before we did. So we got to follow those steps. Now we understand we can't walk in his shoes. John the Baptist said that. I can't lace up the lace. Right. So, but his threshold with pain was bigger than ours. Why? He have a bigger lot. So the Lord ain't gonna put that much on us. But nevertheless, we're still following that path. All right, come on, give me that wisdom. All right, come on.
Wisdom Solomon 3, verse 4. Having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Yeah, that's dealing with us. We have been a little chastised. How do we know we've been a little chastised? The innocent. The Lord was scourged. He was homeless. He was. There was scandal surrounding the Lord. Betrayal. Motherfuckers was coming together trying to figure out a way to bring up charges against Yahushua, man. Right. Lord would catch a pure hell. So we catching a little. This is a little chastisement compared to that, man. Yeah, God. And everybody gonna have their own personal hour.
Testimony.
Matter of fact, give me that real quick in 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, starting at the 10th verse. Hey, the Spirit got us going into this, man, because why? We about to go into a very dark time.
Right.
Everybody gonna be faced with that personal hour of temptation, that Garden of Gethsemane moment. You ain't gonna have a brother in the chat room. You're gonna be in, that's gonna be your personal relationship, you're gonna be introduced to your how about some outside, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, huh? All right, is it 1 Corinthians 3? Is that it? Yeah, the dates of the class. Yeah, the 10th verse. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 3 and 10. All right, come on. You can read it one time.
It says, for the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace has he tried them and received them as a burnt offering.
Right, as gold in the fire, the Lord has tried us. Hey, because everybody gonna be tried. That's why the scripture speaks about your works being tried, whether what sort of work it might be. Whether you gold, silver, what was the other one? Stone, wood, stubble. In that case, you're gonna be quickly subdued. But you have to be gold. You have to be built like that. Hey, because it's gonna. Hey, yeah. It's good.
They say how to go become what? film.
Yep.
Ooh. Got to go because film, man.
And then you think about it, like every
Just
person
lace
who are not built like that, they're not going to be able to endure.
They're not.
That's why we are prisoners of hope. We pray that Yahweh designed us to fall in the light of being elect.
It's shaking.
Yeah, like a wise. Yeah. All right, come on, hold up. This real quick.
All right, let's look at 1 Corinthians.
Hey, because again, man, we're about to go into some very troublesome time. That's in the scripture. That's why, yeah, the ministry is not as welcoming as many might think. Yeah. Yeah, mama, you got Bible, and that's your future. Oh, yeah. You think it's some kind of, hang out in a benefit. Niggas slide you $20 at the end of each session. Something, man, niggas think in your crazy mind. No, when you come into this, you've been enlisted in war. Right. It's the ultimate mental game over here.
Right, bro.
Everything going to center around decision making. That's why scriptures emphasize wisdom, man. You think we got this to have a debate? Like got some power niggas in. They know the scriptures, but you can see. And I asked the song the coming boy, the guy said, I think y'all should debate. What's that nigga saying with the coming boy like? I can't put this nigga on the scale. Like the football scale. You should put George on the scale. So you're gonna see when your when that comfortability is taken away, you're gonna see where it's all gonna boil down to having a sound reason.
Yeah, because like you say, you should know a prophet in the word. Right, go this way, count. Oh, this way, count. This way, plus you we're telling you the warning, the different there behind by Shema. We're telling you what's fast and the person is coming.
Right.
Chicago ain't telling you what's coming.
Yeah.
They ain't warning you on the mark of the beast, the R5 They're not warning you on Jacob Trump, the family, you know what I'm saying? The R5 shit. They ain't warning you.
Nigga trying to convince you that they can somehow keep the law.
What? What the fuck does that got to do with it? You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to convince us. See, technically, we could keep the law. Then you look like a nigga. You look like June. You got on the fitted hat. It just don't sit well with us, man.
What the say? You gotta rehearse it like really?
But why wouldn't you, like the brother said, why wouldn't you brief the people on what's about to happen? The famine.
Why would you warn them?
Yeah, because you're not a prophet. And that's the Lord dealing with prophets in his lifetime, man. Which he always dealt with. Yeah, Lord ain't dealing with lawyers and bribes. I mean, you know what I mean? Like experts in the law. Like, I was like, came and cut all that, man. Yeah, Matthew the 22nd chapter, Lord went right in the reincarnation. Okay, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 6:30. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord have rejected them.
Right, so we got the right to assess you and make a judgment call. And say, you know what, you ain't right. Because the Lord reject you, man.
Yep. I looked up the word reprobate, and it means an unprincipled person. Woo. A sinner who is not of the elect, and is predestined to damnation.
Close up on that. Read that definition again. They might be in jail, man.
This is reprobate in the New Oxford American Dictionary, an unprincipled person. Right. A sinner who is not of the elect.
That's what that guy was just saying earlier, man. You're not being reasonable. Yeah. You're not being reasonable. Oh, well, Calvin is not of the elect. we gonna go out and say that's a prophecy. I'm the prophesy. Calvin gonna be destroyed, man. That nigga was driven by, and the bitch might be an Edomite. He could be Stephen. I'm talking about the one from that nigga was driven by, but hey, you know what? He was playing a role in the movie, man. He had to do that. See, the country, hey, don't tell him what he could about it, man. All the previous weeks, it was never none of that, man. Hey, that's why we was getting, getting tested too. That's it. Mainly. That's what we think about it, man. That's why the Spirit had us, try to stay in a certain spirit. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
A sinner who
Well, if you guys that have taken the responsibility for yourself to teach Israel, this applies to you. And you notice, right, it said they are not of the elect. So we're dealing with two extremes now. There's not no gray area. The Lord ain't making it where you got to think twice. Like, oh, either you with us or you against us. Yeah, hot or cold. That's it. Go ahead.
a sinner who is not of the elect and is predestined to damnation.
Come on, man. Very, very heavy, man. We're predestined. That means we can't convince them. You can't convince them to take the fitted hat off. He has set off on the quest to damnation. And the Lord sent them off on it. Remember them old cuts, they twist on his back.
Yeah. You got to walk in this shit. Yeah. Your line that way, my line that way. Yeah. Niggas predestined.
Yep. The Lord wrote your destiny.
Exactly. That's why you want to drive high.
That's it.
Well, they ain't gonna represent the predestined. So what? The Lord chooses. That's why I said you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. You see that? All this is what the Lord works, man. Right. Everything we doing is something how about your shot.
Right.
This is Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
Hey, Israel is a spiritual people, man. Israel is on a search. Yep. But the thing is about this is the truth that is hidden in plain sight, man. Oh, yeah. I don't care how much you try to search, if it ain't predestinated for you to have it, hey, you ain't gonna get it, man. That's treasure map. That's that spiritual map. Hey, man, we have people stand up here, you know what I'm saying, and we can sit here and break it down to the least common denominator. Motherfucker still gonna buck up. Yeah. He's still gonna say, but hold up, what if you say, where your friends is at, though? You know what I'm saying? Come on, no way we can convince you. You know, Israel, hey, people that ain't predestinated, like the brother read a beautiful definition, that's cold. That's cold, man. If you predestinated for destruction, I don't give a damn. You can be good as gold. You can be good as gold. That's why the Lord said, who can deliver him out of my hand? That's it. The deceiver and the deceiver are mine. No, Lord, don't kill him. No. That can't happen. That court is too high. The arms too shut. The prophet God, man. It's just like on that movie we always sing about Final Destination. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what you that's so ass. You was already predestinated to make this step, for this to fall, for that to go that way. The microwave, you trip over the road, hit the monkey, get the clap and the cymbals, and then you spark a fire. You know what I'm saying? They try to like stop. Oh, hell, they always in Italy. Yeah. You don't remember at the end when the sign said in Italy? Yeah. It's supposed to stop, remember? They thought they beat it. Yeah. They said they did not have the tea. You don't remember the truck crossed the street, the truck ran into the... Yeah, bro, so what I'm saying is if you predestinated or if you're allotted, you know what I'm saying, for these certain footsteps, that's what it's gonna be. Read that again, bro. Right, bro.
This is Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
Yeah, so he's seeking. Think about it, but he's not allotted to obtain it. And Israel is seeking for relief. Like, because they ain't necessarily got to say they seeking for Yahweh shot. A nigga seeking for a record contract or a basketball contract so that they can have relief under this continuous oppression. You got to say they call it soul. Yes. And then go walk by the property. That's not it. It's not it according to what he sees. He can only see so far in America. He can't see. He's not in that realm. He don't. Oh my goodness. He viewing things. He don't have the lenses adjusted. Yeah. The only thing he can come up with is that grandmother and shit. Yeah, he watching that interview. Talking about God, talking to him and shit. You know, now, God inspired this nigga to be a rapper, rapping about drugs. Yeah, the nigga Jesus Christ. It's the right thing. Yeah, right. That's why I got driven by the still they lost. Yeah, see that could have easily been, but it's still they lost. Nigga was in MS-13. That threw him with hands on it. Dance and shit. Bullshit. Go ahead, bro. Y'all finish that Romans off. Finish that Romans off.
Come on, yeah. Look at the precept. Go ahead.
But the election have obtained it.
Yeah, so the election, man, those that was allotted, those that the brother, the opposite of what the brother read in the definition, those that was predestinated in Ephesians, the first chapter, for the blood of Yahweh Shai to cover them from the beginning, man. Really, those are the first fruit of Yahweh Shai's body.
Hey, them heaven spirits. Because in this time, they're going to escape.
You see that shit?
That's why the scriptures say, then you can know who my soul is. Yeah, you don't know how special the elect is. The Lord's going to show you.
Yeah, hey, that's why he tell us when you go into the school, I think Luke 19 chapter, pray and watch that for the DMT state.
Counter word to escape.
You got to be counter word to escape. So all these things going to come hand and I'm doing what?
Praying that we are numbered amongst them.
the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You need to.
We're going to go back here.
Oh, okay.
1 Thessalonians 5 verse 9. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath.
Woo! It's scary. When you read that, you're paying attention. That proves that there's a power that controls your destiny. He said he has not appointed you to wrath.
That's beautiful.
That means he said, you know what? I'm appointing you to leaving and wrapping your car around a telephone pole. Right. I'm appointing your little girl to get shot with a straight bullet. You. But I'm appointing you to eat when the famine settled on the planet Earth. I'm appointing you to escape the advances of Esau, the sword. I'm appointing you to escape the COVID. Oh, Salaki, you can't say that shit. You can't fuck Esau. You put it out here, and I can't tell the people. Hey, we need y'all to shout. I can't tell the motherfucker there's a lion over there. You let the lion out, and I can't tell, baby. So let me just tell the lion out there.
We're going to say some down.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I gotta play it off.
Hey, if I may add, that's why the scriptures say I become your enemy.
Because I tell you the truth. Hey, well, the Lord gonna allow the elect to escape that nasty cough. Oh, which they said that the COVID, they said it leaves you. What's like your Omarion, the Omarion.
Well, why is the Omarion?
Yeah, well, they said you're permanent. Your respiratory system is permanently damaged. Yeah. Well, them bitches keep coming up with new shit.
Yeah, it's like every
It's like Batman
And Rob.
Return. You know,
Come on, I don't think about it though, bro. We were brought up in the world. Chicken pie.
Yep.
Come on, man, don't get scared by this shit.
Esau put a splash. But what you gotta remember though, Scripture speaks about the pestilences. Esau gonna accommodate that.
He put a little more into it.
Yeah, that's why you got the CDC. Yeah, the CDC got bottled.
Hey, real quick, hey, the Most High ain't gonna use the prophets to put forth a disease because that's not the tool that was predestinated for that act.
Yeah.
He gonna use the counselor.
Bullets come out of guns.
You know, there you go. That's he gonna use the counselor to make a fucking gun to bring bullets forth.
I heard 16-4.
Go ahead, get it.
Yeah, cut. Then we're gonna finish that.
All right, go ahead.
I got some. Go ahead.
I got this quick. Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9, going into Security. And if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I, Yahweh, have deceived that prophet. And I will stretch.
That's heavy because the scripture say what? What is that for? I the prophet. Read it again, brother.
Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived.
So if that prophet, that foreseer or foresayer be deceived, go ahead.
When he has spoken a thing.
When he has spoken a thing, meaning what? You putting that poison forth out of your tongue because the power of a prophet is what? Through his word.
That's right.
Because he's the mouthpiece of the Most High.
What's that? Who was that? The prophet who the Lord said.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, got you.
This is 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 21. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said.
So guess what? This is where the Most High having a council.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the movie? release the Kraken. What is that?
Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans. If you look at Zeus, you know, Perseus' father, when Hades came and presented himself, that was just reiterating the book of Job, man. See what I'm saying? See, the wicked elites know this book is the truth, man. That's just a prime example. But the point I'm making is, that's what was happening right here, man. They get this from the scripture, right? Well, really, we only go back to Greek and Roman mythology, right? But they get this from the scripture, man. Right. The Most High was holding the council, man. And if you go to that movie, that's a prime example of the Most High holding the council, okay, with him and his angels. Then back in Job, when Satan came, and where you coming from? He said, what? Romans 2 and 4. What's coming about? Go ahead,
And stood
let's
before,
just set the scene. Go ahead.
and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him.
Right.
And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also.
So the Lord sanctioned it. The Lord sanctioned for him to be a false prophet. You know, the men who was going to consult, who he was going to consult with, was going to be false prophets. That's how the Lord get that.
Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning you.
That's heavy. That's evil. That legacy continues today. When these pastors and preachers in the traditional churches, anyone who claim to, you know, hold to the Bible, if they're not correctly, rightfully, you know, directly breaking it down, the Lord himself, the Lord set that up, right? As the filter away the undesirable.
That's it. That's bag up. That's bag up. The Lord said, what? The seed.
Right hand and the left hand. It's the head controls that. Your body, look at your body. Your head controls all the functions of the Lord.
The Lord said, what? The king of hearts is in the hand of the Lord. So whatever a man do, because like I say, Proverbs 20:24, man, going to the Lord, I didn't make understand it all ways. You know what I'm saying?
And that show you how volatile of a situation it is. No, this ain't the time to unwind. It's the time to fear, man.
That's it.
Yeah, because the Lord control your destiny. You've been exposed to that now. The average person don't know that.
Going into those churches, passages, This is Revelation 22 and 18. I'm going to read down to 19. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Right, capital offense. And a lot of these guys, they do it for the bad. That's even more of an indictment on you. You know, got teach, you know, paid off. They got to you. They're trying to stop the bleeding. Like, man, no, you can't teach that. And the motherfucker actually do it. The Lord said he's going to take away from your portion in the world to come. Then he's going to add to the plague. Did you read that yet? Let me read it again.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Revelation 22 and 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Woo!
And out of the holy city.
Come on.
It's like, they just show you the importance of his word. Just the teachings, the doctrine. That's the key, man.
Yeah, because it was so long before truth came out. You got to remember, Revelation, the 5th chapter, it emphasized how the Lord was killed, man, the slain for the seals to be open. So the seals got to be properly conveyed. They got out of all the lies been taught, it's our job to make sure we present it perfect. But,
This is out of the holy city, and from the things that are written in this book.
yeah, see that? Yep, take your part away, your lot, capital, you know, from the book of life. Okay, yeah, so come on. All right, you got the precept. Let's get it. Let's go.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 21. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran.
Right, you got guys that's actually putting forth the effort to convey their nonsense, but they wasn't sent by Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Yeah, because they take You know what I'm saying? But the bag.
They took the bag in a lot of
And
cases.
they took on the philosophy of this word.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord ain't sent these niggas, man. You can tell, man.
Yep.
And then you can tell the was that they was about the group of Esau, the woman out there too. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the one that had, like, okay, they sold out. You can tell the one that been set up.
You know how you can tell if they break the scriptures down right.
Yep, that's right.
If they teaching anything outside of the truth, then that means your house didn't sin it.
Yep.
Because when you read Matthew the 10th chapter, you know, starting the 5th and 6th verse, your house tell you to teach the kingdom of heaven, man. Now, when it says preach the kingdom of heaven, that goes with the destruction of America. That's why when you read 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, it tells you, the thing that sown was good, how can it come unless the thing before it be turned upside down? So to preach the kingdom, you got to preach the overthrow of America.
Oh, they're going to we're going to Ezekiel. They say, spend our first with my sin.
That's it, brother. That's it.
Oh, they're going to prophet.
Yeah, so that's how you can tell. If a nigga ain't condemning Esau,
Hey.
declaring the overthrow of Babylon,
It ain't even what it is.
that means you haven't been sent by your house.
Right.
Because Babylon got to get cursed out.
Hey, very quick. We're gonna say that real quick. So I'm trying to get on Deuteronomy. Is that Deuteronomy 18? Real quick.
The brother got something too while he get it. Go ahead. The brother out there holding it, man. Go ahead.
I'm going to stop like Jack.
I'm trying to tell you.
This is Matthew 16:26. The ones that sold out. It said, "But what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?"
Yeah. There's nothing that should be able to compare to your life, man. And see, now you found out what leads to life and what doesn't lead to life. So you compromise that with a bag. You compromise that with Esau, or either your own lust, or you're driven to, because you do got some guys out there like that too. They're heady, and they're like, no, I don't want to come up under what was taught, or they're, say, I'm gonna start a doctrine. I'm starting my own thing.
Yeah.
Well, even in that, you giving up your soul. Because remember, you just read in Revelation 22nd chapter, it says the Lord's going to take out his part in the book of life. Come on. Y'all have something?
Yeah. Somebody got that Deuteronomy 18.
18 and what?
Start at 21. Oh, you got it out.
I got you.
Deuteronomy 18:21. And if thou...
Matter of fact, you want to start at 21?
Oh, yeah. Yep, this is Deuteronomy 18 verse 20.
Just going back to what brother was saying, man. Them lying spirits, right? Them false prophets, man. Because guess what? What that St. John the 10th chapter? It speaks about a hireling, man.
Yeah.
Right? These are not the shepherds, like the brother Ron was saying earlier. These are not the shepherds. That's gonna lead you to green pasture, man. These motherfucking shepherds right here, they're gonna lead you to a fucking desert, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna lead you to vegetation, right? They ain't gonna lead you to the kingdom, which represents that green pasture, man. Because they ain't sheep set up by Yahweh Shai. All right? They ain't sheep that are waiting on the chief shepherd, man. And if you await the chief shepherd, that means the chief shepherd that set you up, should I say, to be a shepherd, man. Go ahead,
Is it the blind leaders of the blind?
Hey, that's it, brother. That's it. Blind leaders of the blind, man.
They should both follow the pit.
The both should fall into the ditch, man. And that's gonna be their what? Destruction, man. Go ahead.
They'll never get out from the under Esau. They ain't gonna escape this realm. That's the pit. They ain't gonna escape out this realm. You need a hand. You need somebody to extend a hand.
Who's the hand?
Yeah, that's how
How shines the hand? Nobody say you brought a lot of darkness, but the pit is dark.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying? So you have a shadow to the hand to pull us out there, man.
What that is, Job 10?
Oh, yeah.
Job, even in darkness in itself.
No, I can't wait till the Lord come back and slap me out.
Going down on the highway itself.
I can't wait, huh?
I said we're going down the highway itself today.
Yeah, I'm with my man. I can't wait, bro.
Go ahead,
God. Like, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 20. But the prophet which shall say, presume to speak, it's like it. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which which I have not commanded him to speak.
See that? Which I have not commanded him to speak, man. But guess what? St. Matthew the 13th chapter speaks about that net that's being casted out into the world. All right. Matter of fact, it says what? Into the sea. All right, which represents what? The people, man.
They go back to
John.
You know that?
Why was it cast out? It was cast out to bring in the desirable and bring in the undesirable, man.
Oh,
That's what a net does. Go ahead, huh?
so like, can I get it real quick? Jeremiah 16. Real quick, Jeremiah 16 and 15. This how I make the official obedience. You know, he goes to John. He told Peter that I make the official obedience. That was they really hobby. But they real fishermen. You know what I'm saying? How I told them, cast them in away. You know, but this is what we doing right now, man.
This is Jeremiah.
You got it, huh?
This Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
That's what we're doing right now in the highways and the hedges. We are fishing, man. We are casting that net, you know what I'm saying, into the sea. Remember, the sea goes to the people. So guess what? We're going to bring in a lot of shit that's unnecessary and necessary. You know what I'm saying? When we reel that motherfucking net in. Some gonna have to throw away, some we can keep.
That's why you got like on the net, a scarf, scarf on the coming board. Oh, they even deep in that, a Jordan come up, you know, in the net. An old joystick come up.
True like a motherfucker.
You need none of that shit.
Yeah, but you know
Bring in the debris.
it's the net though, you know what I'm
Bring in
saying?
a nigga crazy thoughts. They been a nigga been want to make a point for the last 5
Yeah,
years.
really, that's what behind
He's
it.
like, oh shit, this is a platform. I can get on the coming board. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga bitch caught all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga talking
Yeah,
crazy
so
shit.
real.
What about 17 BC?
That boy check with the free throw, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn.
Yeah, that's what it meant. You bring in all type of matches.
Yeah, but that's what you do though when you cash your net to the seat, man. You bring all types of things in.
Yeah.
So that's what the Lord's saying right here, man. He made fishes of me.
When you cast the net out, right?
Right.
You ain't got no control.
Yeah.
Think about it. You just cast the net out there, and you
The net grabbing.
You wish it happened.
See, the net grabbing, then really, I mean, you casting it out on faith, man.
Yeah, that's it. You wishing and hoping, and you having faith that
You
you
wish
can
you
solve
man.
it.
You casting it out on faith. But the thing is, you doing your job.
Exactly.
You just casting the net.
Yeah.
And whatever the net catches, which really that bait would be the scripture. That would be the word.
Right? And we get paid for this?
And that's when, hey, your reward, you know, you hope to be the hook.
Hey.
It's the hook.
It's the hook. Yeah, because it's the spiritual bank account we set up. Remember, we all in this vineyard. Right now, we're in the vineyard. We working.
Right. And that fishing reel will be what? The internet.
That's it.
That would be the fishing reel that we casting it out, man. We just seeing eating turkey sandwich.
Well, hey, but look, we all working though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuck it to the ground, waiting
Hell
on it.
yeah.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we doing, man.
Like every man got a precept, but one that on good and bad, it's gonna be more bad to come in than good.
Hey, that's beautiful, huh?
It's Titus 1 and verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they are the circumcision.
Right.
You know, it said many. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be more bad than good that comes to the truth, man. Yeah, other circumcision. So guys who know the Israelites.
That's that a broad path. It's easy to find a vain, unruly nigga. It's beautiful.
And that's why the Lord said. The Lord said, go on the highways and hedges, and bring them to the marriage and bring in the good and what?
And
the
then,
bad.
See, you ain't gonna be able to just go into the hood. And you just thinking you gonna go into the hood.
Yeah, that's how you know. Right.
Hey, the elect might be out here at an international place, man.
Yeah, the internet ain't in. I mean, it's like the elect ain't just in the hood.
He ain't just in the hood, man.
The elect ain't in the hood. It's coming up. Really, that's what it's going down to. The elect really ain't in the hood.
No, it ain't, man. Really, that's what 2/3
ain't in the hood, man.
That's how the fucking 2/3 are in the hood, man. That's why all them niggas that go here, bro.
Yeah, Junebug. He gonna get into it. He gonna get emotional, man.
Yeah, what you?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't eat buck because you can cut your feet off. He gonna think about his
College shit, you know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah.
gonna fuck around and say,
Then he gonna nigga stars and shit like that. Talking about she just died, March 18th.
That's why the Lord said, when you go to,
my grandmama Jesus ain't gonna say it.
You can't
right.
reason with a nigga.
Oh, man.
hell no. Because when you go to Proverbs, when you go to Proverbs, you know what I'm saying, 1, you just say, it's going to Proverbs, I think it's 20, Proverbs 1 and 20, and it said, go on the highway, in the hedges.
Wisdom crowd out.
Yeah, wisdom crowd out. You know, her voice on the street. She plays a concord, the concord is the place it is. Like what we at right now. For what?
That's because, hey, a nigga, right, ain't gonna see the video talk about wisdom and say, let me look at that. He's gonna be more tuned to tap on the, twerk video. But, you know,
That ain't wisdom,
yeah, see, so the elect looking for wisdom.
That's right.
The elect gonna be drawn in, it's gonna pique their interest.
And you know what I tell the motherfucker every time, where you go to church for? I go to church for, I said, you not go to church for knowledge and good understanding? You know why? Come on, man. That's what you want to go to church for, man. You trying to learn, ain't you?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Hey, because wisdom, you gotta love wisdom. Like your attention, you're gonna have a certain attention span when it comes to wisdom.
Yeah.
You're gonna be searched out if you ain't right, man. Like, ain't no niggas gonna stand around and be enlightened on information.
You gotta be built for it, man.
Niggas be standing around talking about a lick.
You gotta be built for it.
Yeah.
Built for it.
You gotta be built like
Built
that.
for it. What building going to? Remember, who is the chief cornerstone? How much time? So you gotta be built for this, man.
And the elect is gonna desire wisdom.
Yep.
That's why Scripture speaks about if your desire being thrown in seven. So the elect is gonna desire to be enlightened, you know? And because the nigga who sleep, you turn the light on in the room, his first reaction is gonna be like, turn the light on, man. That's the law of the fight, man.
Yeah.
But nigga really feel justified. I was knocked out in this bitch. Yeah, what's that? Hey, what's in the morning too? Like in the wee hours in the morning. The scripture calls that.
That's Michael Jordan too.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all
In the height of midnight, you want to be asleep under the comfortabilities of Esau, and we kicked in the door. You got your work uniform. You got a mechanic suit. Come on, that's offensive. This nigga got a chest stick. He wrapped in the chest stick.
This is John 3 and 20. For everyone that doeth evil, hate of the light.
Everyone that what? Everyone that doing evil hate the light. What is the light? It's word.
Right, but I just talked about the vivid illustration.
Man.
All night doing shit, and you gotta wake him up. He hated the light.
That's why I say, what they did, Isaiah 3, it said, what to do to call evil good and good evil. They hate it. Put dark for light, light for darkness. Come on, bro.
That's it.
Hey, those the same ones that St. John the first chapter.
That's it.
Yeah. When the light shine up in the darkness, he comprehended it not.
That's it. Niggas back today.
Yeah, they back today. Like to what? To fulfill their lot.
That feel they like.
Yeah, look,
Feel about the measure of their father.
That's it. That was the brother was reading in Romans 11 and 7, man.
Yeah.
What then? Israel have not attained what he's seeking for. How can the darkness receive light, man? When they, matter of fact, read it. You got it. This guy. No, right. Read it up. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5 to 6. Ye are all the children of light.
And the separation right here, man.
Yeah.
Ye are children of the light.
Right.
So that's why 1 John tells you that what? The light shine up in the darkness. If you're not a part of the light, you're not going to be able to receive the light.
Right.
Go ahead, huh?
And the children of the day, we are not of the night, nor of darkness.
Of Yahweh Shai, man. That's being children of the light, man. Being of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others.
What we just said, man. When the light come on. Put your hands on the light. What really the purpose light. You turn the light on. Wake a motherfucker up, man.
That starts trouble with niggas.
Man, that starts trouble,
Niggas
man.
feel like he justified to do something.
Goddamn disturbance, man. You're really disturbing me, man.
Hey, but guess what? That's what you're going through, right?
Hey, dog, I'm going to say that. That's the example of the 2/3. They comfortable. When you sleep, you comfortable,
Well,
right?
they're the vipers that stay in the dark regions of
That's
Babylon.
it. They don't want no,
They don't want no light.
They don't light.
It's sleeping.
When you sleep, you comfortable, right? You know what I'm saying? That's a 2/3. They in America, being a part of America, dealing with the fuckery of America.
When you dead.
You dead.
That's why
and
I
they
speak about the congregation. When you dead, that's rest.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. They at rest. That's what I'm trying to say. They at rest. They comfortable. When
So
you
that
come in-
light come on,
Right, exactly.
and they resist it instinctively.
Exactly.
Instinctively, you come up against it. That's your natural reaction. That's like a scorpion. You put your hand in the jar and the scorpion try to handle it. You being gentle. You being gentle. You ain't doing nothing. And that bitch reach up and get you. That's why John the Baptist said that they were scorpions and vipers versus sheep. Sheep needs to be led. Yeah, come on.
But let us watch and be sober.
Yeah, how you gonna watch, man? You can't watch unless you got light.
Yeah, nigga slobbing at the mouth.
You know?
You'll get offended. You tell him to stand up and watch something.
Right.
And that nigga you'll come there and do in a fetus position. And he's supposed to be watching. Lord, that one Lord gonna kill him.
Right.
Yep, go ahead.
This is John 3:20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Right, and that proves that up here, we have to correct you. We got to be corrected. We had to be corrected. We still get corrected. You know? Right. So up in this arena, in this realm, your deeds get reproved. If you're not in the spirit of being retooled, recentered, healed, then it's not for you. Here it is, a nigga telling you got a lump on your breast, and you slap his hand out the way and start mugging him. Mugging him the rest of the session. I just told you. Yeah. And people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear the solution. Look, man, get away from that. You're going to take everything you got. You know what I mean? You look like a, you know. Yeah, that's what it is. You've been enlightened, free for your life. Get up and go in the fire. This nigga slapping at the mouth. That's an intent. It's a fire, a rage of fire. That nigga knocked out from the night before. You know what? You gonna say, man? Just. Heal him, man. That was John the Baptist said. Just said, who warns you to flee from the wrath of the Lord? Get back in there. Get back in that third house. You standing out there. We're trying to be out the house. That's what we are. We got to get back. We're telling you to get back in there, man. You have no part. Yeah, you have no part in this. Yeah, come on.
When he that doeth the truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they will
And
work.
then going back to your works, if that day being not seeing stubble and wood and all that, man.
First Corinthians, the 3rd chapter.
Right.
Gonna show.
Right. You're going to
manifest something, right?
Well, that's the process of refining.
Right.
When you go through the gold process, there's a point where they got to pick up the gold and look at it. You know, it's an eye test.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you get scrutinized in the truth. You get scrutinized. Yeah, that's in the scripture. The Lord said he scoured the room. And he found a man without his garment. So that means that the Lord, we're in the hour where the Lord watching, man. You got a blemish in the spirit. That goes back to, a block that the Lord didn't kill, man. It's bigger than this. You go all the way back generations, man.
Are speaking about having that unspotted garment?
Yeah.
That's white being red and white.
It goes back to the knowledge.
That's why I say too, like, you speaking of the gold.
What's like that?
I was saying, when you speaking of the gold, he said we gotta try in the fire. So we gotta go. The Lord has tried us to purify. Real high goal, you gotta be tired.
Real quick. Like, you try something, that's a real hard process, man. You know, you gotta really turn up the heat, man. You know? You gotta turn the heat all the way up. You gotta turn the heat all the way up, man, to get that draw over, man. That's what we read earlier, man. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You can read that on that, brother.
Yeah, y'all go get it. Get it real quick. Get it real start at the top.
Yeah, somebody
get Isaiah 48 and 10.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh, it's right there. And go back to the Hebrews 12 chapter and get what you're going to get because all that's going to line up, man.
I got this. Yeah, this is Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
Real quick. That's the process of being made a son. To get that hell, to get that temptation, to be tried. That's how you be made a son. Otherwise, you a bastard. I gotta go and say it, man. I hate to jump you down, but otherwise, you a bastard, man. If you ain't going through something, you being a bastard. You don't want to be a bastard. I mean, you what? You fatherless.
What's the main goal of being a son? To qualify for the inheritance.
That's it. That's
it. When you go into the ancient world, concerning rulership and those who sit on the throne, it came down to the son. To the son. That's what it is. That's why the Lord said he's going to kill off son and nephew out of it. So they will never be able to have it. Who's going to bring it
up? Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Serving Yahweh Shai through Yahweh. But the scripture say what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey, you meaning what? Just prepare your mind. All right, so that way your soul, that way your soul lies in your mind.
That's right.
That's your law, your heart. Prepare it for temptation, man. All right, prepare for the most high to send Satan to sift you. Prepare yourself. Go ahead.
Can I ask something? Because we go to Revelation, it says what? What? Tribulation.
See that? That's it, bro.
Too much. Just to bag that up.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
So you can't have that without having that.
Hell no, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say here a little, there a little.
Hey, that's the whole process.
So, through blood tribulation, you get into the kingdom of heaven. So what the brother just said, it adds up, man. Come on, you got it up.
Sirach, chapter 2, verse 2. Set thy heart aright.
You gotta set your heart right, man. Just gonna tell you, go ahead.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Constantly endure. That's why you gotta set your heart right. Because you're gonna have to constantly persevere under trials and tribulations, man. That's right. When you go into the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, when it says, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. When you go to that word endure, it means to what? Persevere under trials, the rigorous rules of what all right? So that's how you be made a son, man. Hey, man, you gotta be trying. We read earlier, the scripture said, what? Try a friend.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The most high.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah, and make not haste. Don't be no. That's how I just said the scripture speaks about it. We just said it done.
Man, I think I'm
But you know what? I'll do it. No, bro.
Hey, you know how Jake is? Jake, I
always say, man. Because God said, learn how to suffer, bro. That's what the scripture's saying right there, man. Make that hate.
in a time of trouble.
You know?
Bitch ass nigga. Nigga soft as hell, man.
Verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away.
Static clean, like they say. Down broke. That makes things clean. Means to what? Hold tight. What in your ass?
I see, man. Like, how the fuck? That thing
know that he's talking about the sin.
What you need?
You gonna put that bitch out the house, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Let you do that on your own time. That's not a
that
mission.
bitch right in the room with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm on that whole, you know.
Love me, keep my commandments. And the scripture also saying in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, fear the Most High.
And the commandments is the book in its entirety. That's why when we read Matthew the 19th chapter, the Lord says, do all things that whichever I have commanded you. What's one of those things? Teach the poor. So when the scripture says keep the commandments, that's a stumbling block. And all of a sudden, you're teetering back toward the day, you know. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Give me 2nd Ezra 16. You know what I want. Because hey, let's say like somehow a nigga got a village of
And the guy that built who keep that commandment
who keep my commandments, go ahead,
and precept.
and precept. Man. So that right there, then now what you gotta say? All right, because the scripture says, no, the Lord's going to be the guide, and we talk about what we bring here was concerning serious times. Those who will be preserved. The Lord said he will be the guide of those who keep the commandments and precepts. So we know you can't keep the commandments. So the scripture says keep the precepts. That means the whole fast to the testimony. That's a commandment. What's that Romans the 3rd chapter where it's about the law of faith? So you gotta believe the report. So this is a snap. If you're not thinking, again, it's a mental game. If you're not witty in the spirit, you're gonna be scared up by the words of your house.
That's why it's not about the outer appearance, it's about the
Yeah, which is the mind. And that's how the Most High judge. You judge the according to your reason. Matter of fact, give me that in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, in the 14th verse. Yeah, God, it was talking about.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 14.
Yep.
For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth.
We understand that she is a dark side for truth, man. Go ahead.
Which they that use become the friends of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
See, so it's by wisdom you become the friends of Yahweh Shemel, which makes an alliance with the heavenly clouds. In the time that we're in now, it's not that the alliance you want to have, so it's through wisdom. Go ahead.
Being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
Yeah, woo, the gift that comes from learning, man. And that was the brother just said, it ain't about the outward man. Nigga got a bad cookout. You're a memorable cookout. The children, all you remember is the children jumping in the bounce, what they call it? Yeah, the bounce house. Yeah, the face down, the precepts here and there, brother Josh. Yeah, women with turtle hip wraps and shit. So you can't conjure up the wisdom of Yahweh Shemel.
Yahweh Shemel Shah have granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as is meet for the things that are given me.
Right, because the Lord gave us a first portion. And in that, it's our duty to spread light. The Lord led us into wisdom. That's what we did. Not because we had good steady habits. No, the Lord led you into wisdom, man. Go ahead.
And directed the wise.
Woo! And directed the wise. Give me Proverbs the 2nd chapter. Hey, because there's a method to this as well. You got this dude just to cut your auntie, man. This ain't what it's about. You got to hold fast to it, and it has to become a comfort to you. It has to set about a hedge of protection. And guess what? None of us can make that claim yet. That's how it's about to get interesting. Nobody can say, yeah, you know, because like the hour, what it is, time of Jacob's trouble, that hasn't really settled in. Hey, we know that because you gonna know it. We ain't got to break down to you that, oh, this is the time of Jacob's trouble now, y'all. No, you gonna know, man.
Get that notification.
You gonna know.
That's why I see on benefit, we're going to be very long too.
It's gonna be, man. And you gonna be, matter of fact, give me that 1 Corinthians 3 real quick. Because prophecy, most will fall under the pressures of prophecy. That's real talk, man. Most will eventually fall under the pressures of prophecy. See, once you up and close with prophecy, that's your moment. That's your moment.
Just like,
when the food, you know, yeah, when the food scares, when you was used to having access to a chicken.
I know, I was saying, look, you see the chicken bite, you want to put a dog. They gonna do him and his dog.
Yeah,
They gonna grab his dog.
But you know what? It's not even going to really matter. It's going to be more intense to those who have this truth. See, it's going to be more intense to us because you're going to know, like, oh, you know, we're in the time takers too. Those people, they're going to just fall, they're going to crumble, they're going to just be another statistic. Give me that 1 Corinthians 3 real quick. They're going to be highly Jesus Christ. Oh, the scripture speaks about that. They're not going to be mindful of the servant. That was the dog, man.
1 Corinthians 3:13. Every man's work shall be made manifest. For the day shall declare.
Read that again.
It says every man's work shall be made manifest.
But every man's work going to be made manifest. Go ahead.
For the day shall
But
declare.
that day is going to declare it, meaning prophecy itself is going to prove your work. It's going to be a certain day for you. But that day is going to declare your work. Was you of the elect or not? When you a mechanical dog on that side of the car, and y'all playing camping out, you don't be thinking about the scriptures.
Damn, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the spirit, like be present. That was said this thing. That's what scripture. What's the Habakkuk? Whereas I heard that speech and was afraid. Remember that mercy, man, because that's gonna be intense on us. You other people think gonna be a random thing. Damn, ain't no more chicken nuggets. But you're gonna be saying, oh shit, Lamentations 4, man. How about I sidestepped in? See, that's why I said that they gonna declare it.
That's why I said everything in the part time.
Rip my learning, man. That's good. Go ahead, read that.
Now, it says,
Somebody get started. Got it? Prophecy. Yeah, good.
it says every man's work shall be made manifest. For the day shall declare. Because it shall be revealed by God. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
Right, so there's going to be that day. It's going to be a personal day. Yeah, that's going to actually try what works. It's going to be that breaking point. Because even wood can be consumed for a second. You know, it's still there. It might be popping and making noises and shit, but then it eventually consumes away.
Yeah, because like you say, the hour of temptation. You know what I'm saying? They're coming to a time what everybody's on the whole earth. So we're gonna see who's gonna crack, who's gonna fold, and who's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna stand so stiffly for the name of Yahweh next time.
Hey, that's why I say Dr. Willis tell me to deal with that. Because that temptation gonna try all of you people, man. But the ones that's gonna be able to stand, the first step is gonna qualify. Just so they qualify there, you got this. Now we qualified, at least we got hope. Because according to the story, those with the truth is gonna withstand it. Right. Yeah, come on, we got to go on some time too, man. You can feel it, man. Like the house now inside, he's creeping up. You know, you think there's a false sense of security, and all of a sudden, hey, because all it takes is a matter of an hour. Well, I don't even say that. A minute, the power can shut down.
Yeah. Think like you say, how it comes. You said the Lord said, you come to sleep in the night, what is these two?
Yep.
Three.
That's it.
It was just one solid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, the tip hole. You know what I'm saying? It's time. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord doing. But guess what? When we make it clean, we gonna make it. We gonna take the end of what? All shit.
Deep in the night. That's a very ideal piece. That's what it says. Yeah, we get that with the other part of Revelation 3.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Right, and the word of the patient is the testimony of Yahushua. Oh, that goes into keep. Oh, it say keep the word. That's equivalent to keep the commandments. Yeah, see, the scripture set up to cause you to stumble if you're not thinking, man. This is not for low-level thinkers.
No.
This is for analytical minds, those who have wits, pretty much. Your antennas, your instincts is up. Not for a nigga with his phone like this playing chess. You gonna be taken, man.
That's why if I add on that, the Lord said, strive
He don't even afford to be playing chess.
You know what I'm saying? When the Lord says, it's a rock. It says, strive to the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put your best foot forward, man. That's what the Lord gonna protect you, man. That's what it's saying.
That's why there's a lot of people that can't come to the truth because they can't see past America. They think it's just it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's 2035. I got that house and all that shit. They see themselves like, what I'm gonna do in 10 years. I'm gonna do in 5 years.
Yeah.
That's all they
They
can
actually
think.
say that. That 10-year plan and all that.
10-year plan, my American dream plan.
Yeah, with a dog.
Happy wife, happy wife. That bullshit.
Even the first year, but then the one.
Jake, like, I got this. Jake's like, I got this new job.
I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Oh, see, it say the Lord want to keep you out of temptation. So, yep, that goes back into the Lord now appointing us to the route. Yeah, go ahead, Lee. Real quick. Yeah, cut. Yeah. Yeah, cut. Yeah, right up. Yeah.
Word of my faith. When you go back to the word faith, it means suffer. So this is an example right here, man. This is small, minute level. The word of thy patience. You know, we're willing to do what we need to do.
Yeah, because you know what heavy about that? It said a word of my patience. That means you got to suffer according to the doctrine. That's why the scriptures say suffer not as an evildoer. This nigga's out here worse than you. This nigga out here shooting soap. But he's suffering for wickedness. When we keeping the word in the patience, we suffering under the discipline of not, you know, under the ramifications of, hey, no, the Lord told us this. The Lord told us to goddamn give away the comfort. It's according to a doctrine that we doing it. We're not just here.
Yeah, because it's like a prelude right here, you know what I'm saying, when you're going to the hour of temptation. And remember, man, what we out here teaching is, you know what I'm saying, prophesying, it's not a game. We out here, bro. So guess what? We trying to come in this man, bro. It's the caption, man. We gotta keep the spirit on us to keep the faith. You know, like I said, everything's in the portion of the Bible. The things that I have in the scripture, pass again.
Hey, that nigga, he saw he is a man. He saw behind that.
That's right.
That's a calculated move, you know. It ain't like you can just hold your nuts and say, maybe they'll do it. No. BG came out and killed off all the livestock. You remember he bought what? 70% of all the farmland?
Oh, yeah.
And he killed off all the livestock. He spilled all the milk, poured out all the milk. Yeah, he burnt the fish. He already did that.
Bust the eggs.
Yeah, bust all the eggs. Yeah, that's so. He saw on that's a part of that rap, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be a very hard time, man.
Right, man. So this is part of the hour of temptation right here, man. And brothers gotta, that's why I say it's like settle for it in your heart. You know what I'm saying? With your mind, man.
Yeah.
You gotta put in your mindset, man, that you gotta endure everything for the elect sake.
Set your heart right.
You know what I'm saying? Set your heart right with what you constantly endure. Whatever the Lord bring upon you, man. Whether you gotta go into the concentration camp, whether you be in go to the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the Lord set you at, keep your mind straight that the Lord got you, man.
Hey, can I say that's a part of the message? That's why the Lord said, "Blessed is he who is not offended in me."
Right.
You have in your spirit, you're gonna get this feel-good story. But when you get into the nuts and bolts of it, you find out this is about suffering, man. Yeah, this is about enduring. That word preserving thrown in there.
Preservation.
You know, salvation. Why these words thrown around? Deliverance.
Right.
Salvation. That means we're going through a very heavy time.
And when I went to push the script up, it say, proper preparation prevent for performance along with faith, man. You know what I'm saying? You carry that with you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need proper preparation. We're gonna need what? Performance. Because that's what? Endurance. Along with what? Faith. Because that's what's gonna keep us going, faith. Believing that what we've been teaching the whole time is gonna actually come to pass.
Because you're gonna be reduced to that. See, that is gonna be you're gonna be reduced to that though.
Exactly.
See, that's what this thing is about. It ain't a strategic. You're not gonna be able to, yeah, you know what? You check off the, you gotta roll it down. No, it's gonna be a point where you're gonna be like, you know what? I gotta believe now. I gotta believe now. I can't go to the app. I can't go to DoorDash now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on. There's gonna be a filthy game.
Yeah. So this going to the hour of temptation right here. You know what I'm saying? And this by your house shot right here, man.
Yeah.
This is great. By your house shot right here. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Luke 21:12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake.
For whose name's sake?
My name's sake.
How that sake, man? It's not that why we out here, man. That's what Yahweh Shema shot with declaring. What? What? The comment of Yahweh Shema shot. We actually understand. We understand right now, man. We snitching on Esau. We point fingers like, You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing right now for
What you saying, who gonna be against the evil doers?
Yeah, who should stand up here? Who should stand up here against the evil doers, man? That's us right now, man. See? We're gonna be prosperous kings and priests, but who can name you have about Shema Shot? Not for Jesus, not for Muhammad, not for Buddha. You know what I'm saying? This is what a name when you have about Shema Shot.
That's right.
I got something. Real quick. So tell them like this is the kept the word of my faith. That's what the Revelation says there. You got it, bro.
God, this is the book of Revelation 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Right.
I also will
You know
keep.
what? That's gonna be the reward. Because you did this, I'm gonna do this for you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I also,
because you kept the word of my patience, I will also, go ahead.
God, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation, meaning I'm gonna keep that spirit on you, man. Continue to follow me, man. I'm not gonna let you go down that broad way, man. I'm gonna keep you on that straight and narrow, man. So, because the most, like we read earlier, the deceived and the deceiver is his. So he said, I'm gonna keep you. You ain't gonna do it. He said, I'm gonna keep you on the hour of temptation, man. And then go back to Psalms 91, man. Let's go back to what the brother always said, faith. Being preserved, man.
To preserve something, to keep it despite the outside around it. The element, the outside element. So that's how that would have meant to be kept. There's gonna be volatile situations, gonna be escaping by the skin of your teeth. The Lord gonna be the one behind you. We already know that though.
I said, that's gonna be scarce and
We understand. See, we understand Proverbs 20, what the scripture say, man, going. That don't stop within the hour of temptation. In the hour of temptation, we already know that. The one that's escaped. You know what I mean? It was gonna be due to the Lord. See, all that tough rah-rah shit. Everybody gonna be under the you're gonna be frozen with. You're gonna be not to say we're gonna be trembling, like but you're gonna be under the vibration. You know that, the influence. You know, of how about you as now we are.
That's why I say when we went to Psalm 91, it said we abide in the shadow of the Almighty.
Yeah.
That's how you hide yourself.
Yeah.
That's our comfort.
You know, that's our shield, that's our buckler.
Keep those who kept the word of my patience.
You know, we gonna keep
Also keep it.
The elect come in the same footsteps as Job, right? What they say, tell the Most High about Job? Job is not praising you for no reason. That's why you gotta bear some protection though. That's what we. That's right. Exactly.
Hey, but it's just don't say that. It's say then they're gonna know who my soul is. Why? How? Because you're gonna be concerned. Isaiah 65.
Hey, look, bring that back out of Luke. This is how Jake gonna be. Jake gonna keep. He gonna say that. Go back to Luke. 21. Yeah, go read it. He gonna tell you that. Jake gonna say, God damn, like, you know, like on back and forth. He thought he was shy back. That's how Jake gonna be. Nigga, I thought you was gone, nigga. We just gave you up, nigga. Snitched on you and everything. How'd you get out? Look, are you back? Lord, like, yeah. You know? But it's for a reason. Go ahead, bro.
This is Luke 21:13. But it shall turn to you for a testimony.
What a testimony. You see? Go ahead.
Settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before, but you shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Like you understand, the Lord gonna be with us. Who can be against us when the Lord is with us, bro? So we ain't gotta worry about, I'ma lie, I'ma say this. No, the Lord gonna give us the mouth of wisdom. You see? The Lord gonna give us what we should say. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gotta think about nothing. The Lord gonna put the spirit on us, man. See that? The Lord gonna take control. Go ahead.
This wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful and love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have cared for his elect.
Come on, man. So that's what we out here for. You see? Go back and tell Luke. We got to finish it all. This is all about the Lord, man. Protecting. All right?
Luke 21:16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they call put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not an hair of your head perish.
So we go back around. You know what I'm saying? You see it?
Yep, that's it. And then go all the way back full circle to that revelation.
Oh, man. Like, damn. Come on, man. These things gonna happen. Our folks gonna give us up. Nigga, we thought that was cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Baby mom. You know that? Niggas finna give us up, man. Remember, guess what? The Lord gonna make a way. You see that? He's gonna make a way to what? Hey.
We're gonna be saying the same stuff the Lord was saying. That's why scripture, remember the Lord said, I was teach the daily in the temple, y'all. We gonna be saying the spirit. We're gonna sit down. We was open. We went high and shit. We put it on camera.
I told you.
The spirit of the Lord gonna help us going in that same vibration. You know?
You thought I spared you? You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't spare you.
Yep, just want it.
In your patience possess ye your souls. I can read it there too.
Hey, real quick, you said in your patience possesses your soul. That's why the scripture says, because you have kept the word of my faith. So guess what? Your patience possesses in your soul.
Yeah.
Because you kept the word of my faith. I'm going to keep you from the hour of the nation. You endured, you persevered.
Yeah.
I got a reward for you. And at the end of the day, like the brother was saying, that's out of our hands, though. That's Proverbs 20 and 24. That's the man's will of the Lord. So that's nothing that we can do. That's why we got to pray for endurance, pray for perseverance, pray for faith.
Hey, that's that prisons of hope.
That's it.
Now we hope that we'll be cast into that light. We hope that we are part of those who will be preserved.
Right.
Yeah, that's everything. Like, we know the story, but now we hope that we are part, you know?
They hate that we so hope.
Yeah.
So They want to say they is. They know. Well, shit, you ain't got to worry about that. He gonna ride on the curb.
You like the motherfucker didn't go off.
You ain't worried about it.
Yeah, he got some shit out.
The Lord
Yeah,
will shut all my way. You ain't got to worry
At
about it.
least the Memorial.
You ain't got to worry about it. The Lord ain't gonna stop the phone with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ain't got to worry about it.
This is Luke 21 and 19 in the NLT. By standing firm, you will win your soul.
By standing firm, you gonna win your soul. See that? By coming out here week in and week out, making a body and sacrifice, you gonna win your soul.
It's us, I said, you know, we play that in.
But they go to John. The John said, what John said, I think in John the 15th chapter, it said if you seek to save your life, you shall lose it. But you lose your life, you have a shot, you gonna gain it? Yeah, man.
You interested in Luke too?
Come on, bro. So you stay the firm out here, man. Through the rain, the sleet, the snow, any kind of weather, week in and week out. That's what you doing. Come on, man.
And then we're solid in the 5th chapter.
Come on, bro. You can't make this up, man.
It just feels so stiff. Right. That is stiff, man. Meaning what? You're going to stand, you're going to be like a pillar to a building. It can rain, it can hail, it can sleet, it can storm. You still going to stand there and persevere. Rooted and grounded. Rooted and grounded. That's it. Rooted and grounded.
Oh, the tree planted.
That's it. The scripture speaks about what? After you suffered a while, after you suffered a little while,
I think that's the point. A little while.
Right? So this is an example of a little while. It establishes you, it grounds you, then it really strengthens you.
Yep.
Roughly paraphrase,
It's being molded. It's been made what? It's been made hard.
It's been made hard, man.
Yep.
You've been made a pillar. A pillar that's going to stand on that foundation. That foundation is how it's shot, man.
Right, here's the rock.
It's the rock.
This is Rock 1 and 13. Whoso feareth the Lord, it should
Start
go.
at 8, bro. Start at 8.
This is Rock 1 and 8. There is one wise and greater to be feared. The Lord sitting upon his throne.
Oh, that's it.
He created her and saw her and numbered her and pulled her out of his works.
Right.
Flesh according to his guilt.
Right. So she is wisdom. So fear is according to what is that? Wisdom is more moving and emotion. So wisdom was within the wicked thing, like the brother always bring out, man. So wisdom creates wickedness. All right.
Poured out in all things.
That's it. Foolishness. What did the preacher say, man? He searched out all things.
That's why wisdom on the left hand side. What the Lord said, wisdom is foolish. Still wisdom. Wisdom what? On the left hand side. Then we got the wisdom what? On the right hand side.
And then you know what? We had to learn folly too.
Exactly.
That's why King Solomon searched out folly. Wisdom and folly. So we had to come on this in this lifetime to find out wickedness so we can righteousness.
And guess what? That's the only way that you're going to
evil, the real good evil.
right. That's the only way you're going to be a righteous judge.
Yep, experience. You like, okay, no, I see you. Because you can get over, somebody who don't know nothing about it.
I know he been doing, he trying real bad, you know what I'm saying?
Shake him, run a circle around your ass, you ain't know that. They say, no, bro, my little girl was home, right? And all of a sudden, you gave him $20. He got your wallet now.
Right.
That's women.
Hey, y'all been the bed though.
Yeah, man. Go Social Security.
She is with our flesh according to his guilt, and he hath given her to them
Oh,
that
somebody
look.
get that, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon 12? Yeah, because wisdom, like the brother going into, wisdom is what's at the forefront, is the driving force behind everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why the Lord, Yahweh Shai extended us so much mercy by tapping us into this, man. Imagine not having the reasoning you got now, man. You know, moving through life, man.
Going to church.
You know? Yeah, that's the dark, that's the deep depth. regions of Babylon.
The thing about going to church though, you just go to church every Sunday like, ooh.
You're a ghoul and goblin at that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're a crazy creation of Babylon. Like, you going to a movie, you going to a dungeon, yeah, you're a gargoyle.
It's going video, you know it.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, yeah. How much more nigga would have cooked? Nigga that's supposed to be touched. Man, that's why, hey, this counsel that we partake in, man, it deals with reasoning and fear of your house outside. That gets you back. Remember when they came to your house and said, oh, good master. And the Lord said, well, call me good. You know why he said that? Because he had he was driven, yeah, his answer was driven by wisdom. So that's what we've been tapping into our reasoning centers around wisdom. Yeah, you ain't going to, the motherfucker come and try to praise you or do something. You going to say, no. See, that's the wisdom that don't worry about that as well. Get that wisdom Solomon. Hold that on that. Come on in.
That'll be good.
Yeah. Oh, we got one more? Yeah, come on. Yeah,
Sirach 1:11. The fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness in a crown of rejoicing.
Yep. But you know that fear of the Lord goes like a duet, the wisdom. And that word crown ain't there for nothing. It builds into rulership.
Yeah, because it goes to love. You know, love is the action word.
Yep, love is the action.
That's the thing that Christianity don't put.
Yep.
Love is all love. That don't mean what love means.
Yes. Yep.
So that knew what love means. Goddamn, there people rehearsing the righteous act.
Yep.
You
Yep.
see?
They'll be out here teaching
Yeah.
the word correctly.
The block is pretty deep right now.
Yeah. They'll be extending the love of the Lord unto the people.
But they don't know what love is.
Yeah, because you know they operate under the realm of the earth, the earthly realm. Yeah. So your perception of love is, you know, a gift card from a $25 gift card. Now that he loves you, man.
It's good to do that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not love, though. It's not understanding.
Oh, well, the Lord says that the peace I leave unto you, not as the world leaves.
Exactly.
So it's a whole different, it's another realm.
Another ball game, man.
That peace and love is really this wisdom.
That's right.
Now we know that because that's the bridge to salvation. Remember, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon 7. The Lord loveth none, but he that dwelleth with wisdom. Yeah. So am I right? Let's go back to 2 Ezra 16. I know you haven't read that yet, because I know that's what it is. 18. Yeah.
Second Ezra 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrow is great mourning.
Right.
The beginning of famine.
Right. That's where we at. Remember, this is the living document. I don't know if y'all remember this old movie, The Never Ending Story. You ever saw that? That little pussy shit. Yeah, you go back and watch it. Hey, but the young guy, he was in the attic and he got caught up in that book. And he found out that the book was about him. He was living, that shit was heavy, man. So that's how the scriptures is. It's pretty much the script of life. So as we read this, it's blossoming before our eyes. When the scriptures say the beginning of sorrows, that's where we at now. How do we know that? You can feel it. If you're in the right spirit, you know. Hey, the brother's been putting in the chat, the price of chicken and shit. 4 leg quarters, $45, you know. And you gotta remember, this ain't just started. Going back, when BG bought up all the farmland, and even prior to that, remember the government or somebody told them to get rid of all their crops. So the famine has pretty much been ruined. Yep, I heard some. Yeah, go ahead.
Ezra 16, 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. Like the beginning of famine and great death. the beginning of wars.
Right, all of these words menacing, man. This at the beginning of sorrow, the famine, and great death. And famine, right? Famine is a very cruel form of punishment because the way your body is designed, there's nothing you can do. I dare niggas to say they're on a hunger strike in a minute. I dare your ass to come with that bullshit. Like you gonna show me, I ain't gonna eat. I'm gonna show you what.
Nigga say, I'd rather die hungry than get shot.
Oh, Lamentation the fourth, what's the Lamentation the fourth chapter, the 9th verse?
Nah, but nigga, you'd rather get shot than die hungry.
Yeah, because it's a torturous death.
Right.
Yes, yep.
Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
You're ready to get shot.
They that be slain with the sword are better than they be slain with hunger.
See, they be slain with hunger. You gotta sit there and get your body for hours and hours and days and days. See that? You don't want that type of pain, man. If you'd rather take a quick death than take a death from fucking famine. And it's coming.
Yeah, because the scripture saying what? Better, the scripture's giving you the option. The scripture says better that you just gonna die of the sword than die. Because it's the rules from, hey, for an example, matter of fact, read what said, they kind of way for once to live, read that book. Because of the psychological aspect of that. You think about it, you got time to consume it. Go ahead,
But these pine away,
see, for these pine away, but
stricken you for want of the fruits of the field.
meaning what? You can actually think of food. You're gonna be tortured in your mind. You're gonna be thinking about like, damn, a hot clean plate. And see, what's heavy, right? Motherfucker, you ever heard the saying, I got a taste for, what you got a taste for? Because you can actually really taste what you want. A nigga got a taste for a patio. You can feel the texture of the Texas toast. I'm saying, I used to your partner gonna look, your skinny partner gonna look like a hot dog, and then the chubby cousin gonna look like a hamburger.
It's coming though. It's coming.
Hey, but you know, I'm gonna say though, again, think about it. It can happen suddenly at any time. Because we all know, like, for example, not to throw this out there over the expectation. You know, the devil is looking for us. You know, it happens for, you know, that 24 hours to get there, right? Now, just say, with a nigga, or just an American, a Babylonian, they so used to eat. All it takes for 2 days is for that the panic. See what I'm saying? But in that event, they still got the TV on. You know, you can feel, you see commercials of food. So that's why they drive away from drinking for the want of the fruits of sin. So it's a psychological aspect that comes with that. You sit there thinking about what you can possibly, you know, damn, man, gotta tell me that.
What's the best sound?
Yeah, oh man. But nigga big on hotel. And then you know, you see a goddamn bag, or whenever you dip your hotel, a bag of Doritos, that's on play, that's on the people that's fighting. Yeah, you can taste the texture of the you know what I mean? And you know what kind of juice you gonna have.
Big ass glass of beer.
Yeah.
That's all one thing they put though, taste.
Yeah, but the Lord set your body up to hell to where you got to be. Pretty much. Remember we used to go in there a lot. With your house out, even when he came back, he asked, is it in the food here? Because he was in the flesh that they gave him that when they get that raw fish. Yeah, nigga ain't gonna be on no hunger strike in that day. Go ahead, like, you ain't gonna come. Do that now. That's why this place is sad too, man. It's oil. Motherfucker on the homeless strike, please don't eat. Go ahead. Crazy, man. Yeah, but we gonna see when that food drop.
Second Ezra 16:18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Right, so the prophet Ezra, he saw it. He said, what shall I do when these evils come? We're in the time of evil. The word evil break down a bad time. Man. Look at IG bottles and shit. It's gonna be a beautiful story. Like, the pride of is gonna be brought low. And again, that famine, and you don't see that as we read into this. Watch out, the famine is inside. You're gonna see that that's gonna be a strategic. Oh, that goes, okay, we try to pull that information out. Yeah, see, this is a strategic move. The Lord being a war tactician, man. The famine humbles you. A nigga can't act cool when he hungry. Nigga got a goddamn designer. That shit can't play it off, man. You pull it up in a, you know, a foreign. Right. You got a designer belt. You gonna get that motherfucker, man.
You already know how people are when they don't eat flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when a damn woman. She cranky.
Yeah, because
I haven't, I'm sorry, I haven't eaten. I should have better food.
Well, God come in and batter his wife. The food ain't ready. I'm going to have a sneaker mode. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. I'm not being myself with it.
That shit ain't gonna fit me.
It's under Rico Franklin.
19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are and scourges.
Right, that's scourges. That's punishment. The Lord going to scourge you by way of famine, misfortunes, and calamities. And again, that's going to, it fits this place. The pride of America, you know? Niggas in front of the camera all day. This nigga walking around on this. Fuck, man. That shit gonna be all day. And you know right there, what's my scripture say, the lust of the eyes and the lust of the flesh. Yeah. Because you can't even get involved in that unless you study. You can't take a picture when you feel like a humble picture. Right. You got on a hoodie. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna take it out, yeah. You ain't gonna be. Yeah, one spoon. And you just, man, you gotta stunt.
They gonna fire your ass up.
So this place is comprised by pride. Why? Because Esau, the proud, is in power. He governs over this system. By default, you're driven by pride. Like, go ahead. Yep. Isaiah 47 to talk about that bitch coming down from a throne, sitting in the dust. Come down and sit in the dust on verse of God of Babylon. Right? So, yeah. So that's going into the Lord humbling this bitch, basically. And it's going to come through the famine. Famine is going to be a strategic move to humble the faces of Babylonians. That's why when you read Isaiah, matter of fact, get that. Isaiah 65, it goes into the two extremes where you're going to have one people rejoicing in the Lord, and the other going to be proud How? Next section is spirit. Come on.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 65,
Yep.
verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, my servant shall eat,
Yep.
but ye shall be hungry.
Right. So why do the Lord fix that? That proves that that famine is going to be emphatic. If the Lord promising that, yeah, you know, you're going to eat, that means that, hey, that famine is going to be instrument, if you will, that the Lord going to use to visit this place, man. And it makes sense because America built on food, bread and circus. Yeah, restaurants. That's all this place built on. Comfort food, what they call it. Comfort food.
That's why you got restaurants. That's why you got the drive-through.
Yeah, drive-through.
DoorDash.
Yep, DoorDash. Yeah, easy access, DoorDash.
That's it.
Yeah, we know that we did. I know I got that. That's right.
That's a good one saying.
Yeah, finger at your fingertips.
Yeah, on the snap.
Yeah, that's it. That's the snap. The Lord set you up so he can snare you and take you. Yeah, man, the Lord is greater to be feared. He set this false security up. That famine gonna bring you suddenly, man. Supposed to tell you that. Give me that in the pocket. The suddenness of the famine. That's it. Yeah, that's how it's gonna come. Like a thief, like the brother said. You got your feet up and you hear this sound in the garage. You're gonna be driven to your feet like, oh shit, see the family gonna get everybody. Yeah, you was chilling with the remote. You heard a crazy crash. Boom, you gonna be like, oh shit. Especially when you was kicking it. Yeah, you gonna
Turn everything off.
some of them calls on they doing some crazy shit. Grumbling and shit. If I was nobody like
You ain't got here. We know.
Calvin. Yeah, come on, let's get that.
After 6 and 22. And suddenly, and the song places appear on this song.
Right, suddenly, the song plays on the appear. Hey, that's that scene in the movie. Appear. You're going to see it. You're going to be in the scene. With things that are going to be right. You know, something ain't right here, man. That's good.
The full storehouse just suddenly found empty.
Right, the full storehouses is going to suddenly be found empty. Dealing with your hub from the manufacturers all the way to the farmers to just public. That's the pipeline. The Lord gonna cut the pipeline off. That's the strategy. Blockade the sea. Now you remember Esau did that to us in 70 AD, cut off the supplies of the city. So the Lord's going to visit. That's how the Lord's going to cut off Babylon. The Lord's going to cut the supplies of the city off. Yep, he go, oh, well, yep, smite the sword, cut off the sword, and he that handled the sickle. So the Lord is going to go to the source. There's going to be no way to escape.
So why they say about losing no root, no breath?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's because I want the reason.
yeah, yeah. Get right to the source. Get counsel out of there.
So you can find out that person got you had I'm trying to think of this kind of plan where you can't take it. That's it. You might have to you might even have to kill him. Just
Oh, well, say that, yeah. Yeah, the lack of bread. Hey, because right now people respect your boundaries. You know, and that's another snap. You know, people actually respect your boundaries. You don't even know that's a volatile situation. People respect, that's his house. And, you know, he got his little key. Yeah, but it's gonna be a point. Look at you playing the hottest spaghetti. I know Don't get to that point, man. Yeah, you gotta open up your chips a certain way.
Hey, look,
They trying to sneak and hide and with it. No, in a paper, you can't hide a bitch anything. You know, that's what a home.
Yeah, nigga be collect a piece of trust.
I'm talking about everything.
Bag or sound bag for
That's how
we gonna get finished.
Like that show Black Summer.
Oh, yeah,
For
yeah.
anything. Yeah, that woman, she I think she wanted to get in the car. She wanted to eat or something. She was so desperate. She said, "I'll suck your dick." Bitches gonna be sucking dick for apples. He was with a man too. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was right. He had no problem with it. He was like, "Yeah, so with a man." No problem. Women right now, that's why these women gonna fucking get it, man. They gonna get it the most.
Oh, they show you in the book of Eli. The girls say, "Can I come with you?" You know, you still want to come with him, you know.
Don't get like that, man.
It's gonna get bad. The famine is gonna be emphasized, man. Yeah, the famine is very full form of punishment. That's why Isaiah 65, the Lord gave us a pep talk. He said you're gonna appreciate Isaiah 62 chapter that. When the food gets scarce, you're gonna appreciate eating. You're gonna be like, oh, God said that. That's why we're gonna be rejoicing. The Lord said we were gonna eat. Nobody else told us we were gonna eat. The Lord.
Now, put in the Christian minute for you know, every day. Somebody Lord say what? You got a what?
Yeah, Christianity, they like this daily bread, nigga got some stamps.
No,
Way to fool, man.
no, the Lord gonna give you. That daily bread. But that's what you ain't gonna be just eating 3-4 times a day. You know what I'm saying? That's why we fast. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to eat, but you ain't gonna be like
Because while Jake also wants the food, they also want the word at the same time.
Second Ezra 16. Yeah. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the sword.
They gonna make them go harder. They can't feed their kids.
Oh, yeah.
They can't provide for themselves. Never mind for this. They gonna be no 911.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I got no video of the lesson on the lady. She got stabbed by a chicken in the door. You know what I mean? This ain't had no help.
Shit, them bitches got pushed in front of the subway. Yeah, motherfucker wait to the subway, got that motherfucker pushed in front of That's a company,
That's a bad trouble, man. No, man. They gonna turn the fuck up, man. They gonna turn up, man. So that's why it's best. They ain't hot. When they start eating rain stuff and just doing that raining, no. Lord, seal to the up. You know what I'm saying? You know the time of trouble. That's what we gonna be doing.
That's why this is Nowhere Rock 2.0. Everybody's drinking and sharing, man. As it was when days of Noah, and it's
We'll learn to laugh that next time.
gonna learn. You gonna learn. You gonna learn.
You going to tell
Learn the easy way. Go learn the hard way.
the
I was like, you gonna learn the easy way or the hard way? What's going there?
Give all praise, honey, glory. Labels out there and all of
So how are you on to America, man?
X-Baby. The bottom. Come on, Ho. Okay.
Hey, I need you, brothers.